Today's Spotlight on Naperville is brought to you in part by the following sponsors. Spotlight on Naperville, Community That Cares. I'm Nancy Wearsome. The nonprofit community is presenting some very special events and important messages. Today's show highlights 6 exceptional organizations, each committed to the vibrancy and well-being of our entire community. So thank you for joining us as we feature these extraordinary groups, all deserving of a spotlight. And we're going to open our show with Naperville Cares. So nice to have you back.
Thank
Angela
you.
Bender
Thank you for having us.
is the Marketing and Communications Associate, so we're delighted to have you. Karen Garlow is the chairperson for Cuisine for a Cause,
Yes.
so good to have you.
Thank you.
And Melissa Henry is a client of Naperville Cares, so
Yes.
good to have you.
Thank you.
Well, Angela, let's start by talking a little bit about some of the services that Naperville Cares offers.
Sure. Naperville Cares provides emergency financial support and resources to our neighbors in need. And so a lot of people know what financial resources are, but then we also provide a lot of community support and work with a lot of the other agencies and organizations in the area. So one thing, when people come in, they sit with our volunteers and go through what their background is, what they might need, and areas they might need help, so that we can refer them to other places like Loaves and Fishes that they may not be aware of, or a congregation, the congregations in the area that work with us, or the Community Career Center to help people get a job, so that this crisis is not ongoing and we can get them back on their feet as quickly as possible.
And I know you do it so well. Melissa, let's talk a little bit about how Cares has had an impact on your life.
Sure. Well, I had actually just recently moved from the East Coast to Naperville back in February of last year, so I've only been here for about a year. And I found myself, when I got here, I was in a very different position than I'm in right now. When I got here, I actually was with somebody at the time and found myself, after a couple months, realizing this is not going to work out. I'm going to go on my own with my daughter, so I'm now going to become a single parent again. And being new to the neighborhood, I was really unfamiliar with what was around for as far as resources go and anything like that. So, I was talking with a few friends, and one of them just brought up Naperville Cares, and I was like, okay, and she gave me the phone number, so I called. A very easy process, because like I said, I did find myself in this very different position, and I was like, I need some help, and what am I going to do, So as far as the emergency assistance goes, it was very just like straightforward, cut and dry. This is what we need, and can you please bring it for us to look at? And I was like, okay, sure. But not only that, the biggest and by far the most important thing to me was the resources that they were able to provide me and give me, like Loaves and Fishes, because I had no idea what was around, especially being new to the neighborhood. I really had no clue. And referring me to the Community Career Center was an awesome place to go. And Loaves and Fishes not only is a food bank, but they also have a community career counselor on site who helped me, and for the third time I redid my resume, and I found that very helpful. I found going to the Community Career Center very helpful, meeting different people, networking, and just getting other ideas as to what I should be doing. So it was really helpful, and I'm very glad that I was part of the organization, and I'm still getting calls back because I think the initial call was made back in July, and then in October, unexpectedly got a call from Naperville Cares saying, okay, well, we want to help you, or we referred you to Sullivan's Steakhouse downtown because they're looking for a family to sponsor for the Christmas season. And I was like, oh, okay, well, honestly, my mom's going to be here for Christmas. And so they were able to incorporate my mom into the whole thing too. So, it was very nice and very unexpected, because here you're thinking of, okay, this is an emergency, they're helping you for an emergency situation, and maybe it's there for a month, but it's not going to be there after that. It's still ongoing, because now we are in March, and they just called me 2 weeks ago and asked me to help them out with this. So I think it's a great organization.
Well, and you are a wonderful spokesperson for it.
You.
Oh my goodness,
Wonderful.
they picked the right person to have on. Well, and to support all those wonderful services, you're having a great event, Cuisine for a Cause.
Yes.
And why don't you tell us about it, Karen?
It's wonderful. It's just the greatest. It's just the greatest event. We've had this is our 10th, right?
Yep.
Wow.
This is our 10th year. So, and it's just it's a wonderful community event. We have over 25 different restaurants that are giving back to the community. They what they do is they have samples of their signature items, and it's all the top restaurants in Naperville. So that's wonderful. We have great entertainment. We have a top shelf open bar, which is part of the price. It's a lovely evening, and there's silent auctions, live auctions. We have a painter this year that's coming in and doing some live painting. It's just jam-packed. I mean, and we do have about 500 people that attend, and just the cause, obviously, is a wonderful cause. And what's really good about it is we have strong sponsors. So we can really say that 100% of the ticket price, so if you come in and you buy a ticket, 100% of that price goes to the Naperville Cares clients. So,
that is huge.
Yes.
That is huge. And you're being very modest, because I know that you and my chef have been real champions for this event, Karen. And,
Absolutely.
And
From
we
the
want
inception.
to thank you and Bill for
Well,
that, because I know that you have really stepped
well,
out.
thank you. That's nice.
Yes,
Thank you very
very,
much.
very nice.
It's dear to our hearts. So.
And you can tell, and that's
is.
wonderful. That's wonderful. And we also need to say when it is. It's April 27th,
Correct.
from 6:30 to 10:30 at
At
Tell
Labs.
Labs, which is wonderful. And you do, if you get tickets before March 31st, it is a little bit less.
Correct.
So we want people to do that on
To
the website.
do that on the
right?
website, they can do it, or they can call our office. But yes, on the website, easy process to click and.
So you get your ticket, and then you just go around and have all these wonderful tastings.
It's a
Absolutely.
huge
and-
cocktail party.
Yes, one big, huge party. So, well, we are delighted. And thank you for what
Thank
a
you.
wonderful testimony. That is so inspiring. And if people weren't going to come before and they hear that, hopefully
Well, I
they
hope
will.
so, because it's
Absolutely.
a great organization.
And
it really
Ka-
is.
And Karen, thank you again,
Oh,
you and Bill, for
thanks,
continuing. And good luck to you guys.
Thank
You're
you.
doing wonderful work.
Thank you.
And we're going to take a very short break, and we'll be back with more Spotlight on Naperville. So stay with us.